On today's topic, guys, I am answering questions. Two main Lithuanian updates, which will be really extremely important for you if you're trying to come here. Sit down, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell for upcoming videos. So guys, without any further ado, let's get right into the video, okay? Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kindness. I am a foreigner who lives in Lithuania. On this channel, I share with you information on how you can come to Lithuania to work or to study. I also share my own experiences as a foreigner living here, and we've actually started a new podcast for life in Lithuania. We are really meeting people that live here who are from different countries and sharing their stories. Most of the questions I got are based on studies and work, so we're gonna be starting off with the first one. Alright, so the first one is, hey Kindness, I want to ask if my document has gone through SKVC and the documents have been confirmed to be legalized and admission has been given, then all of a sudden the person don't get the visa because the Lithuanian embassy claimed that the documents submitted were false or not legalized. What may be the cause of this problem? First of all, I would say I'm very sorry that you had this experience, that you didn't issue your visa because of the documents that you mentioned here. But my question would be, what documents are they referring to? In the letter they gave you that they rejected the visa, did they mention what document they're referring to? Because it might not be the SKVC documents, it might not be your results that SKVC already authorized or legalized. It might be other documents that they are referring to. In Lithuania, your foreign documents have to be legalized, certified with an apostille. So make sure that you have your documents, all your documents that you're submitting to the visa body. Don't submit your documents to the embassy without legalizing them at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs or with an apostille in your country. So the second question is, does Lithuania offer student loans for international students? Nope. How do they know that you're going to finish your studies here, and how do they know that you're going to stay here? So they do not offer international student loans. However, what I know that they offer is scholarship, which is basically you don't have to pay back. Is a scholarship that comes with your studies, so you can apply for scholarships for your studies. And I've mentioned the two types of scholarship that they offer here. One is usually when you're coming to study in Lithuania, you can apply, and another one is when you're already in the university. If you're doing very well in school, the universities usually provide a scholarship or stipend, so they pay the students a certain amount of money, or they cover a part of their tuition fee during the studies. Is there a scholarship stipend for PhD students? I'm doing my master's in Israel and I want to go for PhD. Yes, so for PhD students, usually when you're applying for your PhD, I know that they will give you all the list of benefits that you get for PhD students. So different universities, I have a friend actually did her PhD in Lithuania, and when she was doing the studies, the university paid her, and she was also working for them. So she was doing her PhD, she was working for the university, and they were also paying her. So it really depends on the advantages of the PhD program. But yes, I know that most people that are doing their PhD here, the university provides them stipends. Make sure that your PhD program that you're applying for has that possibility that the university might pay you or they will offer you a job. But again, if you're doing your PhD here, you can also work full-time while studying in Lithuania. One I've gotten quite a lot from you guys is, I would like to ask if international students have age limits, since I've heard that 40 years old we are not granted a student visa. Okay, I don't really think that the age is a problem, because I know people that are over 40 that are studying in Lithuania. I think that when you are making your application, even if you are 50 years or whatever age that you are, make sure that you specify really why you are studying now. If, for example, that you already did bachelor's or master's, or you are already doing business, make sure that you mention that in your cover letter. Give them a reason why they should bring you to Lithuania, even though you are above the age. Nobody's above any age of studying, right? I think that in Lithuania, most of the students, or most Lithuanians going to the university when they are 18. So that's the background information that you need to be aware of. Lithuanians go to university mostly when they are 18, not when they are 40. So they have after your high school, you go to university. After your university, you go to work. But if you're applying and you're over 40 or over 30 or over any age, give them reason why you have not studied in that long. Maybe you had circumstances not allowing you to study, and tell them that now this is the reason why you want to study, because you've done those businesses, you've done these things, and now you feel that this is a good time for you to study because of this. So make sure you are very clear in your cover letter, and I don't think anyone will reject someone that has given them a good reason to study in Lithuania. So age is not the problem. I would recommend you to have a good reason for your cover letter, whether you're applying to the university or you're applying for your visa. So I hope that answers your question for all the people wondering if the age is a problem for them to get a visa or to get admission in Lithuania. What is the average amount for a standard room in the dormitory or a shared apartment in Lithuania? Dormitories in Lithuania, they have 3 placements, so which means that in a room you are sharing the room with 3 people, and then they have the second option, you're sharing the room with 2 people, and some of them have single rooms. So this is the data for Vilnius University dormitory. All right, so Vilnius University dormitory, the dormitory for 2 people costs 87 euro per month. For 3 people costs 56 euro. I was actually surprised that they're still collecting this amount from students. The prices of homes right now or apartments in Lithuania, I think it's still amazing that they are taking that amount of money from students. But then if you want to live in a house, you want to live in a shared apartment, the price for shared apartment in Lithuania at the moment is ranging between 250 euro to 400, depending on the area, depending on the size of the home and how many people we are sharing that apartment with. But yes, can I study my master's in bioinformatics in Lithuania and work? Universities in Lithuania accept installment payments for their masters. All right, so we have 2 questions here. The first one is, can I study for my master's in bioinformatics? So that these 2 universities are offering this course now, and that is Vilnius University and Vytautas Magnus University. So go to studyin.lt and make application and see what is the requirements for you to make application. The question you ask is, do universities in Lithuania accept installment payment for masters? Guys, it really depends. Not all the universities accept, but if you give them a good reason, guys, I think it's always good when you want to make a request to have a reason why someone should grant that request. So keep that in mind. If you want the university to accept installment payments, let them know this is why. Maybe you are short of money, or because the cost of coming to Lithuania, the airplane, air tickets, visa, all those things are going to cost you so much, and let them know this is your plan. If I come to Lithuania, my parents are going to support me, or this is my plan to continue making the payments, because they don't want to bring you here and then you tell them you cannot finish the payment. So you might end up losing your admission, or they might end up canceling your visa or your TRP. So make sure you give them a reason why and give them a plan on how you can finish the installment payment, and make sure that you ask, because some of you are afraid of asking universities if you can make installment payments. Go ahead and ask them. Highest you will get is they will say no, or they will tell you what's the plan for installment payments. So make sure you ask them about installment payments. Okay guys, I wish to apply to school next year, and I'm considering an LLM in either Mykolas or Vilnius University. I would like some advice which is better for international students, and if there is anything I should consider or be aware of. All right, I would say be aware of this, that some universities in Lithuania might be great. It might be a great university, but they're not really specialized in a particular field, okay? Vilnius University is a well-known university. It's actually one of the best universities in Europe. I fortunately studied in both universities. I finished my bachelor's in Mykolas Romesh University, and then I went on to Vilnius University to do my master's. I have different experiences with these 2 universities. So for Vilnius University, I would say that I had more international students there, and I had more opportunities. And you said something here what you should consider. I think you should not only consider just the studies. I think you should consider what is the opportunity for mentorship, what is the opportunity for, having access to information in the universities. Do you have that clarity? If you want to go to someone, what happens? So maybe, what I can recommend you, try writing both universities now and see who replies you first, and see how they respond to you as an international student. So I recommend to contact students that are in those universities and see, maybe find students on LinkedIn, find students that are studying that course right now and ask them, get their view from here, and see what would be the best decision based on the information that they provide to you. And I think that will really, really help you have clarity on that course in that university. All right, guys. So the next question is, You mentioned in your video that study visa period is not counted for the time that you apply for your permanent residence, and only post-study period is counted. Please clarify. In my previous video, I gave requirements for how you can apply for permanent residence, and your visa period is not counted. What I mean is, Lithuania, whether you apply for that visa, whether it's the beginning that you came or something happens while you're living in Lithuania and you apply for visa during that time, Lithuania does not count your visa validity period into your permanent residence application. In Lithuania, you can apply for permanent residence if you stayed in the country for 5 years, and those 5 years must have been under TRP, your temporary residence permit. It cannot be on the visa validity time. Lithuania does not count the time that you have a visa. If your visa was for 3 months, it is not counted in the 5 years time period that you have. I don't know how else to explain this, but your visa, if your visa is 1 year, it means that you need to stay in Lithuania for 6 years, because your 5 years has to be under TRP. It cannot be under visa, at least for now, until the law changes. I hope that is very, very clear now. Okay, is there a difference between Lithuania and Latvia? Because Lithuania is hard to get visa, but Latvia is easy. If Lithuania is not easy to get visa, then go ahead and apply to Latvia. Latvia is a beautiful country and is actually only 4 hours away from Lithuania by road. Like, you can take a car there and drive, and it's only 4 hours away. I have a vlog actually that I made in Latvia. I don't see the big difference, really. I don't see the big difference. I think they are pretty much the same. But again, it depends on what you're going there to do. If you're going there to study or to work, then look at the university and you can study there, and they have almost the same opportunities that you have here in Lithuania, meaning that you can travel to other countries. Watch my video for 6 benefits you get for studying in Lithuania, and it might be pretty much the same as Latvia. There's some people that are living in Latvia who are studying there, and they have really pretty good experiences. So yeah, if Latvia is easy for you to apply for visa, then go ahead and apply for visa and apply for school in Latvia and go there. Okay, I'm planning to study nursing in Lithuania, but I'm not really sure if I can practice after my studies. I don't think that's a problem. I think one of the questions that I get all the time from you people is, Kindness, what is the best course to study in Lithuania? All right, I'm gonna take this one for example, nursing. It might not be a common job because you need to be speaking Lithuanian to be able to work in the hospital, right? For nursing students, actually, they go through Lithuanian every semester. So you probably have a good vocabulary, have like a good background of the language by the time you're done with your nursing. But even if you cannot work in Lithuania after doing your nursing, you have to consider these things, that if you're studying in Lithuania, the nursing study fee might not be as much if you're studying in UK, but then you can study in Lithuania on lower study fee, and then you can go to Lithuania, then you can go to the UK to work. So think about that. Don't only think, can I work after I finish studying in this country? Nursing, for example, is a very lucrative career, and if you finish in one country, you don't have to stay there. You can take qualification for the next country. You can take qualification for Canada, for America, for UK, for Australia. You can take that and move there. You don't have to be in the country that you studied. Okay, so think big. Okay, think big. Don't only think about Lithuania. Can I manage my tuition fee through part-time jobs? Okay, so this is where I'm gonna share the first update. The first update in Lithuania, I mentioned in the beginning of this video, there Lithuanian wide update that will be so useful for you guys that are trying to come in Lithuania, and that one is that all the students can work full-time now, whether you're doing your bachelor's or whether you're doing your master's or whether you're doing your PhD. Lithuania allows for all students to work now. But of course, as bachelor students, where is the time? Because most of your studies are from morning to evening. So even though you can work full time, you might not have the chance and the time to do that. Okay, can you cover your tuition with part-time jobs? It depends. It depends on how much your school fees is. If your school fees is 10,000 euro, how will you cover it with part-time job? It really depends. I think part-time jobs are good for like feeding, for paying your dormitory fee. So you have resource for how you can pay your tuition fee if you're doing your bachelor's. If you're doing your master's, you know you can work full-time, so then you'll be able to cover your master's and you'll be able to work at the same time. So you can pay your master's fee and work at the same time. My other question is regarding VFS. Oh my god, all of you that are applying for visa from Nigeria, I am so sorry. You people are just like, what is wrong with VFS? What is going on there? Why are they not allowing Nigerian students to apply and get a visa from there? So the question is actually, I want to ask, do you have ideas why visa isn't given to Nigerian students who apply for visa, for student visa? It's very annoying. But from what I know, Lithuania at the moment, they are not necessarily doing anything to change that matter, at least from what I know. If something is happening, please comment below. If you are listening to this video and from VFS or from Lithuania Immigration, please comment below. So it's not only for students, it's also for people that are trying to come here to work, people that have been hired. The VFS, they are not backing down, they are not trying to open slots. I don't know if this is something that they agreed with Lithuania. I don't know if this is something that VFS is doing on their own, but one thing that I would say is Lithuania previously didn't have VFS in Nigeria. So if you're applying from Nigeria, maybe consider going to other places, right? In Ghana, they have VFS. So consider going to another VFS location, right? Or consider traveling to somewhere else that has Lithuanian embassy. That might be a good chance. We didn't have VFS until a few years ago, but don't rely on them completely if they're not giving you what you're in need of. Go to another country. I know that its cost is so expensive to do that. But if you have the opportunity to go to another country to apply for your visa, there is embassy in Africa, there's an embassy in South Africa, there's embassy in Egypt. So you might think about these options, but if VFS in Nigeria is not responding, then look for other options. Another thing that I would say is don't also rely on Lithuania. If Lithuania is not working, guys, try other places. Lithuania is not the only place, and I know that I'm an advocate for Lithuania, but don't put all your eggs in Lithuania. Why? There are other places you can live. If they're doing it for any reason that maybe they don't want people to come to Lithuania, or they're managing or headcount in Lithuania, then look for other places that are looking for people to come to. Don't only think Lithuania. How long can it take for a student to get a temporary resident permit? Is it before or after arriving in Lithuania? A month or 2 months or more? Guys, the second update is that Lithuania allows foreigners to apply for their TRP from other countries, and I think this is absolutely amazing, because before you could only get a visa, like you needed to have a visa to come to Lithuania, but now Lithuania has removed that you can apply for TRP right from the time that you're making your application, your first application. And once they make a decision, the decision period takes 1 to 3 months. Once they make a decision on your TRP, they will send it to the country where you are living, and you can come to Lithuania with your TRP. And I think that's so amazing, because you really will save people a lot of money. It will save them time. So make sure you take that opportunity. If you're looking right now to apply for, if you've gotten admission, you're looking to apply for a visa, instead of doing visa, apply for your TRP, okay? If you're applying while you're in Lithuania, we have 2 procedures, or we have 2 timelines. So the first one is for the urgent order. The urgent order time is 2 months, meaning that the immigration has to make a decision on your application within 2 months. The normal order time is 4 months. So that's the 2 timelines we have. We have 2 months or 4 months. The only difference with the 2 months is that the 2 months one is the double fee. So the regular fee for applying for the normal order, which is 4 months, is 120 euros, and for the urgent order, which takes 2 months, you pay double. So that will be 240 euros. So that's the only difference, that you pay more for the urgent order. Okay? Can you work as a student before the resident permit is given to you? Answer is yes. If you arrive in Lithuania with a national D visa, you can work in Lithuania while holding that visa. Then you can apply for a residence permit. But if you don't have a national visa, then no, you cannot work in Lithuania without a national D visa or without a TRP. Okay? Are students meant to pay taxes? Yes, if you are working, you pay taxes in Lithuania, absolutely. But I will answer more on taxes in the work question. So continue watching to have more the breakdown of the taxes and how much students pay, or how much people pay for taxes in Lithuania. Can I move my wife as a dependent with a Lithuanian student visa? And the answer to that is not at the moment. Lithuania does not allow people to come to Lithuania with their wife or their family as a dependent. However, if you come to Lithuania and you get a full-time job, then you can apply for your wife to join you. All right, guys, so we are moving on to the work questions. How much is the current minimum wage in Lithuania? The current minimum wage in Lithuania is 5.4 euro per hour, 840 euro per month. Like, guys, last year 2022, the minimum wage was 730 euro, and it's quite amazing that in 1 year time they've increased that money by 110 euros, which I think is fantastic. But yeah, that's also to tell you that Lithuania is no more cheap. Okay, if the minimum wage is almost 1,000 euro, it means that Lithuania is no longer cheap. And it's amazing. I have a video as well for you for the prices of food in Lithuania, so make sure to watch that and see what we are spending right now on food. Please, apart from IT, can I get a teaching job, like teaching English as a foreign language? Yes, I've seen a lot of international schools now are looking for teachers who can teach in their schools, but it's not a very common job. So that's what I need to let you know, because most of the time we have teachers here that can speak English. But yes, I know that there are opportunities for teachers in English-speaking schools here in Lithuania. Okay, I'm a graduate of Economists, currently enrolled for data analyst. Are there high opportunities for me in Lithuania? Opportunities for what? For economics or opportunities for data analyst jobs? Yes, there are job opportunities for you. There are job opportunities for you in accounting. There are job opportunities for you in data analysis, if that's where you'll be going to. So yeah, I would say there are opportunities for you. Check. I have a video on 10 websites you can look for a job. Check those websites out and see actually the amount of jobs that are included in those fields. But absolutely. My next question is on taxes. A lot of you really sent questions about taxes. You want to know how much taxes are in Lithuania. Okay, so this question is, hi, I'm new to your channel. Welcome. And I'm wondering how much is the income tax here, income tax in Lithuania, and what are the deductions from the salaries? Okay. So in Lithuania, two main taxes that are deducted from your salary if you're working here. The first one is the income tax, 20% deduction from your salary. And then the second tax is social security, and this includes your health insurance. Social security tax is 19.9. So 20% of your income tax and 19.9% of your social security tax. That is what, guys. Yes, do the calculation. That is exactly almost 40% tax. That's what we pay here in Lithuania. Why? But I want to know, guys, how much are you paying taxes if you're watching your country? But yeah, every year though, we get the opportunity to apply for tax refund. So basically what happens is that you make application. The system is pretty smooth. You make application on VMI, you apply, you file your taxes. When you file your taxes, sometimes you're getting about 10% of how much you paid during the year, but it depends if you've overpaid. Sometimes they might have asked them to make payments, so they were owing and they had to pay back. So yeah, something called a TEA, and that's a tax exempt amount, and that amount is applied to individuals whose employment related incomes does not exceed an amount of one minimum monthly salary. So if you're making that amount, if you're making something less than the minimum wage, then the TEA is applied to that amount. Okay. Are there healthcare jobs in Lithuania? There are healthcare jobs in Lithuania, absolutely, but I have a video really going into details on how you can come here if you're looking to get a job as a healthcare professional and what is the benefits or the challenges that they might have. So check that video out, and yeah, you have more insight into that information. All right, guys, so the next question is, when someone is in Poland and has a TRP, which allows them to move freely in the Schengen area, can the person move to Lithuania, get a job like construction, housekeeping, etc. with the offer letter to apply for a work permit in Lithuania? Okay, so because you have a TRP, your TRP is specific for the country that you're living in. If you're living in Poland, your TRP is for Poland. If you're living in Lithuania, your TRP is for Lithuania. If not for Schengen, you can travel to Schengen, but you cannot relocate there to work in another country if that country is not the country that provided you TRP. So in your case, if you have gotten a job in Lithuania to come work as a housekeeper or any job in Lithuania, that job or employer needs to provide you with a document that allows you to apply for a work visa. So you need to be able to apply for work visa. You cannot start working on your TRP from another country. Your TRP is not valid in Lithuania. You can only visit Lithuania for 90 days and you have to go back to your country. And if you want to work in a different country other than the one that provided you a TRP, then you need to get a work visa or work permit in that country. Everybody's asking, how do I get a work visa, kindness? How do I get a work visa? How can I get a work? Seriously, that's 50% of all the questions that I get. Kindness, how do I get a work visa? If you want to get a work visa in Lithuania, you need to find an employer. You need to find an employer, guys. You need to find an employer. There is no other way to come to Lithuania. There is no other way to come to Lithuania to get a job, to work. You have to get an employer and look for the company that they are willing to hire you from your country or from where you are. Do you get what I mean? Apply to that job, make applications, submit your CV, submit your cover letter, and let that employer hire you. Once you found an employer, once they've issued you a work contract, then you can apply for a work permit or a national D visa. Guys, that's the only way. You cannot come to Lithuania without a job. I see, I cannot can't even talk because I've said it in so many of my videos. So many of you go into all these agents telling you there is work permits and this without getting a job. No. You have to get a job before you come to Lithuania. Get an employer. You want to come here responsibly. You want to come to Lithuania safe. You want to come to Lithuania not hiding, because you cannot get a house if you don't have a job. You cannot get many benefits if if you're not in the system. You cannot, guys, get a job. Look online, apply for jobs. I have a video of 10 websites you can apply to jobs. Apply to jobs, they get an employer, and then you can apply for a temporary residence permit or a national D visa to come to Lithuania. So here are some of the things employer if they want to hire you. Is one, you must have a qualification related to the work to be performed. Number two, you have 1 year experience or gained in the last 3 years related to the work to be performed. Or lastly, you are expected to be paid a monthly wage at least equal to the last published average monthly gross wage in the country's economy for the calendar year. So yes, guys, if you want to come to Lithuania, if you want to get a work visa, this is how you get a work visa. You get an employer. Your employer then gives you all the documents, and you'll be able to apply for a national D visa or TROP to be able to come to Lithuania. Then when you come here, you can start working. My final question is, does Lithuania allow digital nomads to take up paid jobs? I'm a good cook. I like to put my experience and passion into good use. Does Lithuania allow paid jobs alongside being a digital nomad? So if your visa is a digital nomad visa, if it's not a visa that allows you to work, then you will need to apply for a visa that allows you to work in Lithuania. So you need to get a national D visa, or you need to apply for a temporary residence permit that allows you to work. Then you'll be able to do another job. You need to make sure that the visa you have allows you to work in Lithuania. Please comment below if you have additional questions, and let's help each other. Some of you have already answered your questions in the DMs or on YouTube. Let's check the comment section. Maybe someone asked the question that you had previously, and help them answer those questions as well. Let's help each other out in the comment section. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Please don't forget to like. Guys, please comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Until next time, guys, have a wonderful day, have a wonderful evening, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.